Chainsaw Man Day. We are back yet again for some more reactions to Chainsaw Man. This time it's chapter 202. I'm gonna say 101. Like we ain't going back. We ain't going back 100 chapters. All right, chapter 202. Now we have the whole situation when it comes to fake Saw Man, the real Chainsaw Man. What's about to happen with those two suckers right here when they come about? What kind of hands gonna be given? We gotta know. We gotta figure out what's going on here. Hopefully there's a good discussion that happens with this as well, because obviously we don't know how the whole discussion is even gonna be. But I'm hoping to God that we get something. Hold on a second. There's something I gotta do real quick, because apparently I'm not signed in my chat, so I can't even see my freaking chat for some reason. I don't know why it does this, but ignore that. Ignore that. How you doing, Desto? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. We are also multi-streaming. We are doing this over on TikTok, and we're also doing this on YouTube right now. Hopefully the stream looks a little bit crisp and clean too, because we're in the 60 frames per second mode. So you know we can get all the action with all the reactions right here in your face. Okay. How you doing, Angela? Welcome in. Hope you guys are ready for the live reaction. So, as you already know, go ahead, get the goddamn Shonen Jump app. It is free over there. Granted, I'm kind of debating on this freaking app at this point, because apparently dialogue choices are a thing, and the translation isn't always the best. It's not always the best. But that's besides the point. Go over there, get it. It's free, and you can go read it with me. If you haven't read it, or if you already read it, I should say, hold off on spoiling anything, and just wait a second. And just wait 1 second, all right? Welcome, Ms. I see you over there. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. Let me get it going here. I hope this is a good chapter, because like I haven't heard nothing. Like like a good chapter comes out when like the fan base is like going crazy about it. Like the chapter with the reveal of the actual Death Devil. Like when that chapter happened, it didn't take but 2 seconds to even just get on X, Twitter, and you start just hearing things, you know what I mean? That's why I had to jump off of there like immediately, because I'm like, okay, something must be going on. I'm not hearing nothing. I'm hearing a lot of crickets, so hopefully this is all right. Expectations low. God dang it, man. It's not a transitional chapter, isn't it? Freaking Lord. Let's get into it. God dang it. Chainsaw Man chapter 202, Devil Combination. Well, okay, so like the obvious thing is that there's two Chainsaw Mans here, right? So like, is that the combination they're talking about here? Like, is that what we're doing? I'm under the impression that maybe there's something along those lines. But why would they wouldn't really work together? There's also those other chainsaw dudes. I mean, that's the combination talking about, but that's a devil combination. That's not chainsaw combination. I mean, Yoru Denji working together. But after what he just said, oh, you really are a devil. I don't think that's the case here. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. Maybe I'm looking too much into this goddamn freaking chapter title. I don't know. Taiji Fujimoto, baby. Let's go. Are you mad? Do you want to come at me? I mean, he's kind of balling his fist. It looks like he's gonna do his little something to Yoru, potentially. Doubt it. He ain't about to touch this woman. He ain't about to do all that. Okay, though, she's shooting out the bang. She shot the ground. Oh no, she didn't shoot the ground. She shot the fake Saw Man. She shot fake Saw Man. Fake Saw Man dodges obviously because he ain't trying to get hit. But that's when Denji comes through, and they're okay. So this is the devil combination we're talking about. So they actually are working together. So they're actually working together. They said, all right, we here. We're the best. This is what we do, okay? And the combination, it looked like it's working because fake Saw Man lost another arm. I think his other arm was already cut off, right? So all I know is he is. I don't know. Is he that strong? Regardless, one arm is gone, and I mean he was able to deflect Yoru's blast attack the first time. So I'm under the impression he has some level of strength, but he's like just getting hit. He ain't really dodging. He's not really quick. Like maybe he has a lot of power, but he's not really like he's not fast. And as we know, when it comes to anime versus battles, if you can speed blitz somebody, you're gonna more than likely win. So I don't know. Did you fake that disagreement to throw me off guard? I mean, probably not. I don't think he has that level of like thought process. Denji don't be doing that sometimes. All right. Nope. This shit just that nuts. Yes. She's freaking a Looney Tunes. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, bro. God. It's getting cold. It's time to head home. Actually, question. Where is home? Where do they even live? Like, cause I mean, everything burning down. Denji's house is gone. You already know if you saw that thing was burnt to a crisp. Like, where is home, Yoru? I mean, maybe her house is still okay. Even then, I don't know about this, man. Let's see what makes a fake song more terrifying. We're gonna find out then, Angelo. All right. Die. Come on, fake saw. What you gonna do? Bang! And then here comes us. Oh, the Chainsaw Man suckers. He's like, oh no, my brother! And he got shot. He got blown to bits. I mean, so that's what's interesting about this, actually. Okay, was she holding back? Cause okay, see this it kind of doesn't make any sense. Cause we're looking at this. We're looking at this. Look, you're looking at the shot right here, right? All right, you see this? What doesn't make sense to me is we've seen what she can actually do with the bang attack, and you saw how far that attack went, and like it was just massacred areas, like the going on scaling, going back to versus battles again, going off of scaling, like this should have easily blown through not just 1, 2, 3. You need like multiple bodies to block this attack to slow down the momentum. But the fact that it only took 2 bodies to stop this is kind of weird. So I don't know. What will be the reason for her to really hold back that much anyways either? You know what I mean? Like, we've seen what she can do, so it's kind of weird. It's home is where you make it. Very true. Very true. It was powerful back then because there was a large panic around what was going on. Maybe that could be what it is. But I mean, we've seen her do more destructive power than even this. So it's still kind of weird that it just took this. Like, it's not even just the fact that it was just these 2 bodies that protected him. It's the fact that he was that confident that it was gonna work. Like, he doesn't even flinch. Like, he's like, yeah, these 2 bodies, they got me. They got me. And like, I don't, like, you know, we're gonna let this slide. And then we got a bunch of chainsaw people coming out over here protecting this boy. So again, this is what I kind of expected to be the case here. I'm not gonna lie, because the whole point, it was to prop up Chainsaw Man, the real one, but obviously he ain't trying to play ball, and so this is why we got the fake Saw in the first place, and the fake Saw is going to be the one that's going to be managing and controlling these people in the first place. Like, this all kind of comes together. Like, well, wait, what? Okay, I'm just joking about coming together, huh? What are they? What? Wait, no, okay, are they actually? Wait, are they not? This doesn't look like this doesn't look like a fusion. Oh wait, it is a fusion. Oh snaps. Okay. At first I was like, are we just like holding on to the man's arms, the supposed arms, and then kind of just like using that as a weapon in of itself? Because I mean, they have chainsaws in their heads, so therefore they could do something. But no, they are forming into his arms again, which is actually insane to see. Like, excuse me, this is very busted. Gross. Chainsaw Man. What? Cutting down strangers doesn't pain you, right? But you can buzz through people pleading for your help. Are they? I mean, oh, what the heck? Wait, huh? Interesting. So he's able to make them like they can change the chainsaw dudes back to regular people. He can just take that ability away from them. What is going on? Hold on a minute. This is actually interesting. Did I call a fight callback? Yeah, right. This is what's kind of what it is, isn't it? Interesting. Also, welcome to Ghost Have. Does body horror pretty good? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Huh? It's cold. What the? Yeah, you're butt naked, by the way, buddy. Where am I? My body. Whoa. Huh? I mean, if I'm being honest with you, like, if we're being 100% real, I'd be panicking right now. Like, luckily this ain't me, but like, if this ever been a situation, I don't know how you would ever be in this situation, but if there was a situation like this, like, I'd be crying. I'm saying, mama, like, the whole way, because like, what's happening, bro? Because like, you already know you're freaking conforming to other people. Like, what? No! Oh my God! What's going on? Oh, gross! What's going on? What? Oh crap! I can't! It's Chainsaw Man! Thank goodness! Save us, Chainsaw Man! You're not a woman. I'm sorry. You got a ding-a-ling, so he ain't about to help you, brother. I'm sorry. Am I lying? Am I lying? I'm sorry, man. My brother. You might have had a better chance if you're a woman in the situation, but I don't think you're gonna do anything, brother. I'm sorry. God dang it. fuse the chainsaw monster or become a tree. Man, that's though. See, now you being too much, bro. You being too much, man. Neither, man. It's like become a tree just so that thing can eat you. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. The absorption of people is either a reference how the fire just devil used multiple followers users is a fake salt man multiple users. I'm thinking, but that's possibly what's going on here. That's what's possibly going on here. Also, this could be even a slight metaphor of like fire in of itself, how it engulfs people. You know, like you can kind of use that as a weird, interesting metaphor since he's also the fire devil, because the fire devil, and fire in general, tends to expand in gross areas and stuff like that, and becomes one in a way, right? This is almost in the same manner of how these guys coming together here. It could be something along those lines. It could be. Yeah, he ain't thinking about it. Save us! Too high! Oh my god, okay, yeah, now he has the big mega fist. This man's got the big mega fist. This freaking, what's his name? He's dude from My Hero Academia that we don't even talk about My Hero Academia over here nowadays, alright? We be hating My Hero Academia, alright? We be hating over here. But that's besides the point, alright? Overhaul, that's his name, right? Because he had like a form at one point where his ability was like, I got a big fist and he can punch stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of like that a little bit. All right. Ain't really doing nothing, though. Scumbag! I mean, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. So, the big takeaway out of this is the fact that we have Fake Saw Man is able to absorb his followers for power. Is what this is going on here. This, like, he can continuously gain strength simply because he has these followers right then and there, and he can also take the abilities away and allow them to have their last moments in utter shock and fear. Like, this is actually really messed up, but very smart. As I know it sounds messed up to even say, but it's actually smart. I mean, the whole purpose, like you saw from last chapter, when it comes to the real family and everything, right? She was like, all right, you're gonna show real fear. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this rock at a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we have people trying to showcase fear. This is a very terrifying situation to be assimilated. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't think you want to have that happen to you, and you have nothing to do. Like, you can't even stop it. You can't even stop it from happening. So, I mean, this is a textbook case of how you can control that fear to make things worse. One of those, I'm already read this. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't do that. But this chapter didn't really, I was expecting a bit more, I guess. I don't know, see what I'm saying? I mean, that's all you did say. You did say I should not get too hyped up about this and have my expectations kind of low. It just sucks because, like, I mean, this is not even a bad chapter by any means. This is one of those chapters that could be kind of needed, and it is still technically transitional, but I feel like we did at least get some actual proper action that was going along here. I mean, the fact that also we do see that Denji and Yoro are still technically working together is interesting on its own. It's very interesting on its own, I will say. Honestly, Ghost Tab, I thought he was going to take a break today. You know why he should have taken a break today? It is Golden Week. Kagurabachi's on break. Like, everyone should be on break right now. Why is he coming out with a manga chapter? I have no idea. So it's like he's like trying to break the mold. He said people take breaks on Golden Week. Not me. I take breaks every day. Sucker. I'm a bi-weekly devil. You can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's happening. His schedule is so freaking weird, and I don't get it. But yeah, there's no Kagurabachi this week, which makes me a little sad. I love me some Kagurabachi. I love what I've seen with Samura and all that. But, you know, not gonna get into all that. But the whole point is, he should have took a break. So I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that we have to take another break, and it's like we need more than what we got here, right? I've been saying for the longest time, this needs to be like on a bi-weekly schedule in general, and just give us more meat on the bone with the chapters, right? It can be a monthly even series or something like that. I feel like we would be able to have more of a conversation and just more things to talk about if it wasn't on a weekly basis, I must say, all right? Plus authors write chapters in bulk and release them. Oh, really? Interesting. See, I don't know. because that's dangerous to do, right? I mean, at the same time, maybe not, because you know they have a following. Like, you know I'm going to always read this chapter whenever it comes out. And there's a lot of people that are going to be doing the same thing. So it's not like they're going to lose people when it comes to, like, planning ahead. But typically you try not to plan too far ahead, because obviously, like, what if, like, the plan changes? What if there's a new idea that comes about that you would rather put in your manga? But at the same time, it's also healthier to go that route, because it allows you some flexibility and also take some time. Like, for all we know, he could, like you just said, he could be taking a break right now. It's just that he already had a chapter already set up and ready for this week to come out anyways, right? But again, the fact he's taking a break next week, it's like, you just took a break today. You could have took a break today. You didn't. Like, I don't get it. So you want to write multiple chapters in one go. That's why it feels so fast. Very true. Very true. I think that's what it is, and that might be the secret of all this. That his whole shtick with this is him doing this like way in advance. I mean, he might have 4 or 5 chapters already in the books, right? He already knows, like, his whole volume is done. And that's why it's just like it moves at a snail's pace, because maybe he doesn't recognize potentially that he's going so slow, right? Because, I mean, if you're doing it like that, you're not going to always realize the pacing of what you're doing necessarily, right? Things may work in your favor in some way, and, you know, it's still a cohesive story. It's just not entertaining enough is the thing here. So, yeah. Some authors write backwards, like AOT author. Or do you go even further? To go even further than that, you can be freaking the One Punch Man author, because that sucker will redraw a whole freaking manga chapter. And he's like, I don't like the way the art looks. Let me redraw that real quick. Like, he's like, man, we taking a break this week only because I'm gonna redraw this chapter real fast. It's like, sucker. And the thing is, the art's already really good. It's like, you're just gonna give us a different perspective? And he's like, yes. Exactly that. like what? I don't get it. That's right. Before it feels like there's multiple chapters that could be one. That's very true. That makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, the more you talk about it, the more we talk about this, it seems like that might be the case here, which is why the secret has been revealed that you, Fujimoto's, if you're watching this, Fujimoto, you write this stuff in advance. How far in advance? I don't know, but it's way in advance. So chapters always prepare us for the greatest chapters of the story. And that's also true too, Angelo. I don't necessarily hate slow chapters. I never said I hated them. It's just that there's a lot when it comes to Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man does this a lot, and I just kind of wish not everything was always so freaking slow. Like, especially considering that we're at a point, I feel like, in this arc that we should be moving a lot quicker when it comes to the story at this point. I just had a comment not that long ago saying how there's a big fall off for freaking Chainsaw Man. And it's like, it's weird to say, because, I mean, there is a fall off. Like, popularity wise, it's not as popular as it once was. It just wasn't, it's not as popular. It is what it is, right? But I feel like that popularity shouldn't even happen necessarily. I don't know who like, brought this to people's attention, but, like, Chainsaw Man popped off at some point, and then everybody started binge reading it, you know what I mean? So I'm just wondering about that. I do wonder. Like, welcome in. When Fujimoto writes monthly chapters, I wouldn't be surprised to put some them weekly. That'd be kind of insane, though. I really hope he doesn't do that, because again, but that does make sense. Because then that would actually explain why we get chapters like last week where literally nothing happens, and he's like, I mean, they have, like, the editors have to look at this and be like, they can't sit there and be like, yeah, that right there, I read that bad boy. That's a banger. Like, I can't see them sitting there doing that. Because there's no way they can sit there and be like, yeah, nothing happened in this chapter. The fans are gonna love it. Like, I don't know. I'm really curious about that. Visible. Well, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Beginning of part 2 and the anime happening simultaneously really got the hype. Which is also very true too. Because I want to also bring that into attention as well. When that comment that I saw, it's like the anime did also prop it up a bit more than it needed to. But I've always said this, and I was the first person to say this, okay? It actually came up. But I was the first person to even say this, is that when it comes to Chainsaw Man's popularity, the anime really helped it out a lot. but also it kind of backfired at the same time. Because like the first part of Chainsaw Man, not to say it is bad, but like for me, I didn't like Denji. I didn't like many of the characters of Chainsaw Man the first part of it, all right? It took me a second to actually get into Chainsaw Man. It was in the Rize arc when I started to actually feel a little bit more for Denji. I liked Rize. I liked like the whole, dynamic with Makima. So like there was things that were keeping me there, but it's like I wasn't fully sold into it just yet, right? I wasn't fully sold into it. So putting that all together, it's like it takes a minute for it to really get to a really strong and good point into it. It looks why I keep saying part 1 is still, in my opinion, better than part 2, because there's just a lot more memorable moments versus what we're kind of honestly getting when it comes to part 2. I love Asamitaka. I don't necessarily... I like the arc that she even had. Like, her being a co-main character does work for me. But like there are issues with this, with these arcs and within part 2 in of itself, that if you look from like side by side, part 2 I think is now longer than even part 1, right, guys? If I'm not mistaken. So it's like the fact that we're still asking for more is kind of concerning, just a little bit, Move for Chainsaw Man blew up find on YouTube, so I'm pretty positive more. Yeah, it'll get big, exactly, right? That's what I'm thinking, because it's like, it's kind of, it reminds me of like wrestling fans in a way, because wrestling fans are very like, they're very samey. They'll say they won't watch something, but they will always keep an eye out for whatever the product is, and if something really big happens, oh, they're tuning in or they're looking into it. And that's kind of what's happened with Chainsaw Man, I feel like, at this point. Like when big moments happen, they'll be there. They'll be there and they'll be ready. Even if they don't know if everything is fully going on, they will be ready. But also, that's why the goddamn not just the bi-weekly devil comes up in here, but the comprehension devil comes in, and it wreaks havoc on the fan base because they don't be understanding what's actually going on. But that's not necessarily all their fault, only because like it's hard to try to get through a lot of the boring parts or a lot of the slower moments. Not boring, the slower moments in Chainsaw Man, because it's not necessarily boring actually. That's the thing here. Yeah, part 1 was 97, part 2 is no, over 100. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. So the fact that if we were to do an actual comparison right now, it's like, to me, no comparison that part 1 was a lot better when it comes to its structure. Pacing probably wasn't really like much different. I keep hearing about this, and I do believe that there's not that much difference if you were to read it on a week-to-week basis. But like I do feel like there was still more going on, especially when we get into the crescendo of everything that happened in part 1. We were getting a lot of different information, a lot of more memorable characters going on here. Being condensed helped readers to cover more with less. Part 2 has too much exactly. It's like gum, man. It's like chewing gum. Like at one point he's gonna stop chewing. Like why are we even chewing this? Like what are we even doing? There's no more flavor in this gum, my boy. So let me see. So yeah, we'll see how it happens. I look forward to the movie though. Like the Rize movie should be good, and I mean just from the animation alone, it's already kind of giving me hype. But the Rize arc in general is probably some of like peak Chainsaw Man stuff. I'm not gonna lie. All right, the Bomb Devil freaking goated. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. We're about to get into the score here in a second, Ghost Have. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I even need to say for this week's chapter, because I don't want to do another really short one. Like the last one I did was only like 20 minutes, and I mean we're not that long into this chapter review. Yeah, we're 23 minutes in right now, so it's like, man. Already see him. I mean, Desto, I'm already gonna buy it myself, man. Look, I'm about to get some Rize merchandise, bro. It's time, all right. It's time. So you can't just guys is who apparently animated the. Oh really? Oh, we're about to get some go to stuff. But yeah, made predictions. Predictions for next week's chapter, which is, I'm gonna say what I said last week because I don't know why we haven't done this yet. Because I'm just trying to get to the point. Like, I want the Death Devil, Fami, appearing, talking to Yoru, and then Nayuta comes in. Like, I've been asking for this. Nayuta's still alive, by the way, all right? I'm gonna keep saying this. Like, I want Nayuta to pop in, and then she gets like spit out by the Death Devil. I'm like, look, Denji. Ugh. Here's your daughter. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I have control over her. Ha ha. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's get it going. I want also to see Asa have that reaction to the information that Fake Saw Man was the one that killed Yuko. Like, we still have yet to even address this. Like, I would love to get some, you know what I mean? That's why I keep asking. Like, there's so many things they could do, but they're not doing anything. So, I don't know. With all that said and done, even though I think those are predictions, I mean, likelihood of what's actually going to happen next chapter, more than likely, is going to be something along the lines of maybe Fake Saw Man might actually explain a little bit what's going on with himself, because he's very cold-blooded, I will say this. Like, you just saw how he's letting these people scream, and he's just consuming them, right? It's pretty messed up for how he tries to convey his own justice, right? You know what I mean? I didn't think he was going to be this kind of cold-blooded, but he is. So I don't know how deep of a conversation that they can have, but I do expect him to talk a bit more. So maybe Denji and him can have some other kind of level of conversation that's going on here. And maybe we might see... I'm going to throw it out there. Maybe we're going to see what the tank arm does. Maybe the tank arm does something. Because we have yet to see that ability. And she's not being able to successfully hit this man with a gun. I'm assuming the tank is a wide-spreading attack. And if that's the case, we have a bunch of bodies that can be blown to bits right now. So I think that is going to be more or less what's going to happen next chapter. And Fake Saw Man, I won't say he won't die here, but he's going to be very wounded after this whole situation. All right? I need a Fake Saw identity reveal soon. Hey, look, man, that's all. I don't know if we're going to see that. I have a feeling Fujimoto's not even going to worry about that. He said, don't worry about that, sweetheart. Don't you have to worry about that, sweetheart? Oh, the Eco's fate is well, by now Yoro couldn't care less. I mean, ours was already broken too, but still, I still would like to at least have that information be revealed. You know, just why not? Just like, why not? It's one of those situations like, why not do it? You know what I mean? Use her power, you can only have one come back. Which one do you choose? Now, see, what is with you with these questions, Desto? Is this how you gonna be today? Is this how you gonna be today? Freaking Lord. Nayuta, god dang it, alright? There's still more on Nayuta when it comes to her character that we need to see, alright? So Nayuta is gonna be the one, okay? God. His Bond Devil statue, oh, really nice. You give it 6 people absorb without a 10, Yoro finger bangs, interesting. Only a 6. Granted, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to give this about like a 6 or so myself. I'm still thinking about it. Nostradamus, I think this arc is going to go longer than what we think. See, honestly, Angelo, because initially, I thought this was going to be a lot longer of an arc, right? But with how things have been like speeding up just a bit when it comes to the timeline and how close the prophecy actually is, I'm thinking we should get there in the next maybe like 10 to 12 chapters. But at the same time, this is Fujimoto we're talking about, and he loves to draw things out for a long period of time. So you might be onto something. Like, I don't think we're actually gonna see this prophecy being like untold for a while. I feel like it might be longer than that, honestly. So you have a point. You do have a point. I could see that. Gun at short distance, tank is long range. I would imagine it's for stronger impact. I mean, stronger impact and for distance. Like I said, it should be able to destroy multiple enemies. Versus the gun, like the gun itself is like hitting like 1 or 2, right? It's like a barrel shot. It's just going one area. Whereas I think the tank might be able to be like an exploding type of effect where it's a surrounding area. I like to think so, anyways. But it'd be nice just to even just get that reveal for next chapter, just to see what that arm can even do, because she has yet to use it, which makes me wonder if there's something problematic with that arm. Maybe it's too powerful. Like, for all we know. I think Fujimoto would make the super character kill Yuko and then have him come face to face. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there has to be something there, right? That's all. Like, I feel like there has to be something there. It'd be weird to just not ever bring that up again. I wouldn't say that's a Fujimoto move necessarily, but it's just like I wish we get something more here. So on the prophecy, there's a sword of death. What are your thoughts on that for the Death Devil? I mean, like we've been saying, the prophecy might not even be for the Death Devil necessarily. Like, she's a part of it, right? Like, she has a big part and role into that whole prophecy, but it more in lines, it seems like, going towards Yoru, and you already know where Yoru is. Like, she is the goddess of war. Like, she's able to have her children become weapons of herself. She just did that with the gun devil in the tank, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the sword devil or something gets assimilated into her, and then she can even use that as an ability for all we know. Like, that is the idea I could think of that could be happening here. I wouldn't be surprised. Because I feel like Yoru is going to be the major player in this. And then, obviously, again, she's going to get cut down at some point by Death Devil itself. Because I think, again, if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Death Devil say that they had a plan in some ways of trying to help humanity or something like that? So, like, there is something still going on cooking in her brain. So, you do got to remember that. Let's see, so Tank is like a shotgun AoE type. Yeah, right? I'm thinking Ghost Ab, but that's the thing that makes sense to me anyways. But I'm not sure. But I like to think it is an AoE. It's an aerial effect like ability. It has to be, right? It would be weird if it's the same type of like barrel shot type of situation. Bigger shot, longer reload time. Yeah, right, yeah. I like to think so too, yeah. There has to be a long reload time. If it's stronger than the gun, it should also have a cooldown period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like League of Legends, you know what I'm saying? You use your ult, now you gotta wait a minute and like 20 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Prophecy says Mars will rise. Mars is the guy. Well, there it is. Mars got a war. Okay, yeah, okay, there it is. See, yeah, exactly. And that's what we're seeing. Athena! I mean, it's the goddess of war, but you know, it's the same thing. It still works, all right? Cool, the gun is bang and the tank is boom. I got the sun if you got the boom. Teen Titans, baby, let me stop. I mean, honestly, you know, think about it, right? Like, end of the chapter, we get close to the end of the chapter, see like Yoru smirk, and she's like, and then she points, and then she just says, boom, with her mouth just in the camera, and then boom, a big explosion happens. Would that not be peak? Would that not be peak? All right, I rest my case. So overall, what would y'all give this chapter this week for Chainsaw Man? I'd like to know. For me, I'm gonna settle on a 6.5 out of a 6 out of 10. It's not much better than the last chapter, and if that's the case, I think I gave last chapter like a 6 out of 10. So this chapter, I'm also gonna give a 6 out of 10. So I feel like this is a appropriate situation with this. Not a bad chapter, but we didn't really do much. So I don't want to give this higher ratings when I know Fujimoto could cook up something a lot better than this. I already know he can. But this is all build up to something even better. Obviously, this is what he tends to do. This is why that Fammy/death reveal was such a big like reveal to us, because we didn't expect it at all. So, expect the unexpected, okay? But I'd like to know what y'all rating is for this. Also, if you can, real quick, like the stream. Like the stream over on TikTok, like the stream over on YouTube. It helps the algorithm to push stuff out to more people, more Chainsaw Man fans are coming through and have a conversation with all of us, so we can all have some crazy theory discussions and stuff like that. Also, I do have some videos I have in mind that I want to do, like the fall of Denji as a character. I have a video I have a video cooking up at this point now. After that last chapter, I feel like I got to talk about it, because Denji as a character is bothering me now. All right, and I have a lot of reasons why his character is actually bothering me, and I don't know if Fujimoto's actually gonna fix that or not. All right, so I got something I got to talk about. All right, it's gonna be a long one. Which I pressed like twice. Well, thank you, Ghost Set. Wait, but if you like it twice, then it's not liked at all. Oh, it's putting a punch would be cool. Honestly, I mean, that'd be kind of crazy, but at the same time, because like, would she be able to be like get that? It's like, well, she can get that close. She does get that close to a lot of people she fights. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Oh, Denji analysis sounds interesting. I think it's time to make a Denji analysis video, because I've seen some stuff, people breaking down his character, but then it's like we're now seeing in part 2 is just it doesn't fully line up, unfortunately, and there's just some actual issues that I have with his character. I'll talk more about it over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. I'll be streaming over on Twitch in about an hour and some change, by an hour some change. So look out, no later than like 8:30. My time right now is 7:19, so no later than 8:30 we should be over there, and I'll talk more about it actually, because I can discuss a little bit. I gotta get my thoughts together anyway, so just be prepared. I'll be over there. All right. I did at the beginning of part 1 versus part 1, beginning of part 2 versus now. Exactly, yes. Kind of in a way. Now, you'll see what I'm talking about when it comes to the structure of it, because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to this character, and oh boy, I look forward to making that video. But thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys over on the TikTok side of things, even actually jumping in and even enjoying the stream, checking out the stream, following, liking, doing your things, you know, doing all those things. I appreciate that, because it's my first time even streaming over on TikTok. It seems like a successful situation, actually working. So expect more of this multi-streaming situation happening. And yeah, all right. Asa analysis on part? Maybe. Honestly, I could do that. I need to see how her whole character journey is done. Because so far from her perspective, she's actually pretty good. All things considered. All things considered. But alright. Drink goddamn water. Take goddamn vitamins. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Until then, people.